Wow. Okay, so this is me testing out something a little different here. Where am I? Anyway, oh, I don't know if it's gonna work. Hey, Albert. I'm figuring this out. I'm on my iPad, and I've never done this from my iPad, and I think that's why the screen just went dark. Okay, cool. Figuring this stuff out. I find it is very strange that someone had bought the chest and they had meant to re-hide it. Wondering, does that mean the search continues? Okay, so I've got that working to there. I've got that working to there. What is this doing? Let's see. Anyways, I think that is the topic of the day. You know, if you're gonna buy the Forrest Fenn treasure, you are not doing your treasure hunt. You're doing the Fenn treasure hunt, right? Oops, microphone check. What does that mean? So, I don't know, Albert. What do you think? Isn't that a kind of the logic of it all? If you're buying the treasure, the Forrest Fenn treasure, you're doing a Forrest Fenn treasure hunt. That was my thinking. Do you concur to that? Because why would you buy the treasure unless it's like buying the Batmobile? You really dug the show. You really dug the chase. You really dug the whole thing. You're rich. Fuck it, I'll buy a box. Interesting thought, right? It's interesting, isn't it, Albert? I mean, for this to be the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt, it has to go back exactly where Jack has picked it up off the ground, exactly into that spot, and then walk away. And then I would let a season go by, so the snow would come in, and it would kind of really hide all the, what's the word I'm looking for? Signs of walking in. Right? So you couldn't be tracked. So better than a bronze sniffing dog is just, oh, look at that, is sniffing tracks. So it's an interesting idea, right? So if you really feel like your spot is the bomb diggity, you really think it's it, you could put a motion cam out there to see if anybody goes by. Huh. Now I've also heard, oh, okay, so this worked. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what does what. So if I push this button, okay, cool. But I really don't think we need to see me as much as being on the iPad allow to do that. Yes, we're now outside when the sun is shining and it's nice and we can look at stuff. Right? Yeah. Doing this. I like the halo with the thing in the deal. This looks like an owl or something. That's not going to work. Anyway, this is where I live. The woman that lives here put her face in the tree. Yeah, goofing off. So if I go here, do I see this? Oh, I do. Oh, this is neat. Okay, Albert. So I'm paying attention. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out. I really hope the buyer keeps the original content. Yes. Yes. Olive jar, everything. I agree. Then it has to be exactly in the same spot where Mr. Jack Stoof has found it, and then Jack has got to sign his paper that his relations, friends, anybody related to him in any kind of significant way would be not looking for it. It's interesting, very, 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 very interesting set of. Interesting indeed. Yeah, I got to keep doing more art. It's the only thing that's kind of keeping me sane these days. Well, 6 people who are waiting for Ben to go live and to shoot the shit about whatever this is going to be. But I mean, it's got it. I mean, if it's not exactly in the place where Jack removed it, and then there's all the information Jack would have. For instance, if Jack was, working with Forrest or the Forrest Fenn family to retrieve it and stop the chase, which to me I think was really nice because from what we heard, it didn't have to go that way. It could have gotten really ugly quick. They could have never told us anything ever, and we would have never known. So, just because of that little action right there, yay, Jack, for actually telling us something, yay for selling it. And then, of course, the negotiation is the information about how it was retrieved or found. If he found it from diligence, God bless you, Jack, you're amazing. I really would love to have an interview with him on how and what are the parts and what led him to what and this and that. This backdooring at the idea that he's kind of insinuated, he kind of backdoored his way. I knew where Fenn wanted to die, and stuff like that. I don't think that's, I think there's stuff that leaves to be desired there. So what are you saying? What are you saying, Big Al? My hunch is the buyer will re-hide it in a location of their own choosing. Well, then that changes everything. Maybe a special place calls out to them. That's right. And that means the book, Too Far to Walk, and the other book, all 3 books that are relevant to the chase will become null and void if he puts this in his own location. It will instantly make everything that Forrest did irrelevant. Right? I mean, because here's an interesting situation, and I really think this is cool. If Jack is only the retriever working on behalf of the family, and he's retrieved the chest, and there it sat on a shelf until sold. Okay, that means he only has the location. He has no information on hints, clues, whatever on the solve. That means you could put it out there in said location and have this continue on like it's always been. That is very, very, very cool. If I was to put it where I think Forrest wants it to be, instead of where we know Forrest, where we know where it exactly was, it changes everything really fast. Just like that. Just like it's no longer the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt. So this only works if it goes exactly where it was. And that becomes uber interesting, exciting. I mean, you could definitely do like a channel like Shelly was doing, like Shelly and Daddy Search. We could definitely do that. You could do that. K-Pro and Cal, more of a, these shows, YouTube shows would come back on. You could actually do a Netflix show of like 5 searchers and their approach on how they do it. And I think there's a point of where they can only reveal so much information until it's found, because why would you want to give all that stuff away? Right? I mean, isn't that kind of how it goes? I mean, that's definitely part of the deal, right? I mean, how much information does one want to share that then actually helps somebody get to your treasure before you? See, that was always why I did a catch and release, the pancakes with Davia. It was in the morning, or whenever I was making pancakes, I would put on a show and we have a little chat. We all get to hang out like we're doing here and throw out some ideas. Mostly people would listen and hang out in the background and just kind of go, wow, this guy's really kind of abstract. But one couldn't just toss it away because it applied, right? And it's just observational context. So, all very, very interesting. Could Netflix do a searcher show where it's like Oak Island? We're looking for something. But you know how Oak Island gets so trivial right? It gets very trivial in its minutia of what they're looking for, and it doesn't become fun anymore, right? Yeah. Anyway, well, I tell you what, Ben, old boy, is going to be doing his show in minutes. So until then, some art. I'm thinking this is the feathers down here. I don't think we're, you know what I mean? Hey, Richard, there it is. Hey, did you print that stuff? So I sent him a heart, one of my hearts. This is, only the first layer. There's 10 to go. Right. And I'm working out this stuff. This is what I do instead of doodling. I just kind of work out textures and stuff. There's like 5 paintings here. I'll paint over all this as well. I just keep, I know it's just a crazy thing. Here's some mushies. Here's some pretty good shrooms that are out there in the world. Right. And I swear to God, all I take is less like half of that. If I take half of that, my anxiety goes away, right? And that's just powdered. You can compare it to my thumbnail. So I am definitely what do you call it? A proponent of definitely use what do you call it? Mushrooms as an anti-anxiety. I definitely think there's a future in that. All right. So a little bit of art. Picture paints 1,000 words. What are the words that Forrest is trying to tell us, right? He had his thumb up about a fire. I don't know. Is there something? Is he trying to tell us something? Dun, 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 dun. Big purple hand. No. Tessa. Abstract. Nice. Jim. There's my buddy Jim. This is the kind of art he does. Isn't that great? And then he died. He got hit by a car. Look at this, red tree's on fire because we've been in a fire zone. And then they freeze. color, like, color, abstract, color, concepts, candles into things. Right? Yeah, that's a problem. This is actually a drawing of a painting I did. It's only like it's a half a drawing of the painting that I did. That one, so is this shit all upside down? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy abstract. I like that idea, right? What are the smallest amount of lines you can make and then the reflection? Yeah. Oh, smoke into vines. I think it's a trippy idea. Right? Out on the blue. Yeah, these are the drawings and paintings I made, which sold. I forgot I had this. We're just kind of goofing off, killing time. That's not a bad idea. The fuck is this all about? Yeah, I ultimately did do a painting where the smoke turns into a woman's. I thought it was cute, right? Oh yeah, and then this is the love letter, right? Heart on a letter. There's love letter. All right, so we're just taking off. Trees. No, go really fast, probably. Yeah, see, little angel girls like this. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do this. I think that works. What do you think, Kyle? All right. Bet you the other show is on, right? Richard. Oh yeah, so there he is. So hey, JK. Hey guys. Ooh, microdose mushrooms. Yes. How many mgs? I don't know. Normally. Yeah, there's a good word. Is the other show on? Is everybody gonna go run away? No, he's not on yet. It's gonna be on in like minutes or seconds or soon. Okay, anyway, this is there's a stem, stalk of a mushroom. This would be redwood stump, California, redwood stump. And so what you're seeing that is like a fraction of that ground up. So you can see my thumbnail, you can see how big that is. Half of that would be all you need. If you take all of that, you really, really feel it, but you don't feel anything if you take like that much. So I don't know how much that weighs. I don't know what that is, but I know that gets rid of that jittery feeling where you feel, that's, I'll say that before we go, if there's anything I can say that's relevant, is that since high school, exactly. Okay, so what they're finding out and what's becoming is it's becoming very legal. And because of the fact that it is known for thousands of years to take care of all kinds of ailments, all kinds of different ways, different shrooms, different ailments. But overall, if you're having anxiety, if you're having ideations, all this kind of stuff, just feeling like you're stuck you're stuck. If you feel trapped, if you have feelings you can't control, shrooms, really small doses, works really, really well. I'm a component of saying that. So I don't know if you saw my other video where I was having, really a really, really hard time. That really got me out of it because there was no available counseling. There's nothing. There's no. The pills and medications they want to put me on are so bloody intense that it makes you sick, and the side effects are hardly worth the benefits. The side effects of this are, if you take too much, you get kind of silly. My recommendation is you talk to a doctor person who knows more about how to manage this, because what I have heard and I'm seeing around me is that if you're really, really, really just crashed hard and you're really suicidal and you're really fucked up, someone babysits you over basically a 2-day period where you take a really strong, like 2 grams. If you're 150 pounds, 2 grams, and you will feel very, very, very mushroomed out. It's really a strong feeling. It'll really push you, but it really kind of flush out your system. Your mouth and your brain will say all kinds of stuff, but your gut will get right really fast. And that's what is a lot of your depression, is because your gut's not right. And you keep doing stupid shit over and over and over. You keep repeating things and stuff like that are bad for you. So these are ways to break habits that are bad for you: smoking, drinking, sex. We were all the habits. Internet. It'll keep it from doing the chase. Man is live. Hey, very similar experience. Thanks for sharing. Right on, Al. Yeah, man, it's dangerous times. It's tricky, tricky times. I guess we should go over and say hi to Ben, right? Is he on? He's going to be on. Oh, he's playing music? Okay, dig it. What music is he playing? What? Sax? Oops. There you go. Turn my own volume off. That's pretty funny. Hey, I cracked myself up. Back in the day, microdosings were king. Oh, micro dots, dude, that's another thing. Micro dots, wow. Yeah, micro dots are a completely different thing. Microdot is LSD, which doesn't have all the fine points that a mushroom has. Mushrooms balance your belly to your head, whereas LSD just goes straight to your head. My experience. In other words, if you take a strong dose of mushrooms, you will feel it. Your metabolism, your body, everything will feel radically different for a month, easily a month, if not longer, if not for a year. So that's my 10 cents there. Oh, it's Hackett, stuck in Chaselandia. Oh, Hacker Jack. I'm trying to contain my excitement, but I feel like a kid in a Christmas morning. All the possibilities. This is episode true, Hacker Jack. I'm reading the text over on the other channel, but it's true. The possibilities are fantastic, right? LSD is really not so much fun. I mean, it was fun to do LSD and go to Burning Man, but mushrooms, outside, friends, love, connection. There's just more of that. Pass, pass, puff. Oh, dig it. You want some of the hand drawn stuff that I was just flying through? My crazy sketches. I have books of sketches, right? Haven't you ever tried to draw what the steps are in the poem? You know what I mean? Hand drawn? You want a hand drawn word? I'll tell you what, I'll take a. If we're going to listen to his music, we're kind of killing time on two channels. There he is. See, we got Ben.
Actual cable, yeah, old school. Maybe that improves things a little bit. What is going on?
Are you talking about this one, dude? Or do you want the other ones? Okay, I'll tell you what.
It'd be great if the treasure was put in the middle of nowhere, Alaska. Oh my God. Congrats on the Reddish. Appreciate that, Albert. Yeah. Helping out with the moderation activity.
This is hilarious. Reddit. Very good. You still here, mate? Let me see, because we got Ben going on. It's Ben. You should just email me your address. Yeah. We can do that. But check this out. What is this? No, I don't want that. Here. Blam! Imagine, mate. That's all backwards. I think you might want like this one. Look at that. Here's my thrill of the chase kind of vibe, right? I think there's a fence involved that's got a gate. Jars, music, right? Cat on a hot tin roof. Is that more of a book, right? So I don't know, I just put all these ideas. Roof, I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. But this is a book. You like that one? So we'll call this one Music Fire. And then this one's called The Table. Right? See, pie. It's a pie bench. Pie looks like a bench, right? Everybody goes down a rabbit hole. Right? So we'll call this one Thrill of the Chase. This is just colors. They just do lots of colors. And then there's this whole idea. Right? So coming up with ideas that I was seeing. Blah, 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 making collages. This one's a good one. This is the main one for all the other ones I do. Yeah, so on a bookshelf, right? So they're playing marbles on a bookshelf, and I was going to have a make this like water, and I was going to have it just pour off the side, off the shelf. Yeah, I still might do that. I don't know. The pen thing, I still, I got away from all that. Expressions in color. There you go. Compass. I needed to see some color today. Expressions in color. Oh, this is called Twirly Wonder. This is me saying goodbye to her. Her name is Twirly Wonder. Get my heart in a box. Cool. There you go, mate. Well, we should ditch this channel. There you guys go. So Ben, you guys paying Ben close? What's Ben up to? Oh, he's taking his.
I'm holding my head, so.
What is he doing?
I thought Davio was on. I don't know what's going on when he's on, but. Oh, he's on to do, I guess. I'm doing more of a daytime thing. Oh shit, that hit hurt.
Let's see if he'll answer
I'm
me.
ready to try it, kids. Maybe a Copper Dan update. Or not Copper Dan, Copper Jack update.
Ashley,
Copper Dan. I love.
lighting looks better. What'd they do? Oh, they moved the computer to the other side of the room. Oh, dig it. I'm gonna smoke a bowl. That's funny. Look at this. Isn't that hilarious? That is hilarious.
Come on at the same time. It's just I was already planning in my head over.
It's cool, man. Very hilarious.
Albert, I'm glad you're a Reddit bot now, man. I feel like Brandon Man would extinguish any speculative
Cracking
topics
myself
and
up.
able conversation about the sale of the chat.
What do you think, Rich?
Well,
Window pane. Window pane. Oh my God, isn't that a very diluted version of LSD? It was all on paper too, as well, and that's a long time ago.
I don't think
You know, I'm thinking, Rich, that we're lucky that we got to go through an era where we got to do, there was a lot of dangerous drugs, but there was a lot of safe drugs, and it was really interesting what that brought to the future. Is a lot of the drugs that was going on in Silicon Valley have to do with what happened in the Silicon Valley? I mean, Wozniak was definitely smoking, the killer, the kind out there in Berkeley. So, yeah, I wonder. There we go. Oh, that's a trip. So anyway, we should probably just go over you too. Yeah. Off board. Boom. So we should probably. It's an interesting. You know what, Rich? Here's the thing to think about, and let's get Ben to talk about it. Is in my mind, I think it's interesting that someone should buy this chest and want to keep the search going. Now, to me, I think that's brilliant, and I would do the same thing, but I would put it exactly in the same spot, and I think I would wait a year to make sure snow happens. That's my immediate thought. Huh. Interesting, isn't it? That would be the best of the best. Let's go. What's like plastic? Oh, the window pane. Not working tonight. JK is not working tonight. You're on 2 channels at once. All you guys are. I can dig it. Right. Well, I'll tell you what. Ben's a real chatty cat, and he's got something to say. We should let him roll. Let's see what he's got to say. All right. So I'm going to leave you guys and ditch this. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll have something that actually looks like content pretty soon. I'm on a little job. Anyway, we'll talk later.